Rafael negotiates a truce with the water dragon, Miko, Sheldina, and is secretly asked to seize the throne. Crowned Empress, Rafael gains new powers while Naofumi enhances vassal weapons. The truce is revealed as a deception, with the government army massing for an attack as Sheldina appears alone at the capital's checkpoint. The anime episode begins with Rafael as she meets with the Miko, who is the water dragon. The Miko tells her that she had been hoping it would be her who came. Her form then transforms into that of an ordinary girl, and she tells Rafael that her name is Sheldina, and she is the water dragon Miko. Rafael introduces herself by name, then tells her she has come as a representative of the Revolutionary Army. Sheldina replies that she is sure she can guess the reason she was brought here. She wants them to immediately stop their attack on the old capital. We then go back in time a little. Before Rafael went to the water dragon Miko, she was sitting with Ralova and his men, where Ralova was objecting to her going alone. He pointed out that the message specifically stated she must go by herself, and if she went alone, they would not be able to protect her. Then Sedina says she is also opposed to it, warning that while she perhaps shouldn't say this, the water dragon Miko would resort to any cheap trick to protect the emperor. She then asks Naofumi for his opinion. He tells them he agrees on the danger of the matter, but it's an opportunity to meet the water dragon Miko directly. Rafael replies to him that if she is to eventually face the emperor, she must meet her someday, and this is a perfect opportunity for her. With that, everyone agrees to her going. As they prepare for her departure, Philo says she will go scout the location. Sidina reassures her, saying she is certain Rafael will be able to do it, and that if any harm befalls her, she will inform them immediately. Then, Naofumi says that he has granted Rafael the full authority to make decisions on their behalf. We return again to Rafael with Sheldina. Sheldina says that she had thought the rebels were just a group of chaotic commoners, but they have become a threat they can no longer ignore. As long as they are willing to fight, they will be met with resistance, and the old capital could become a war zone where many people will lose their lives. However, she knows this is not what they want. Therefore, she will make her an offer. Stop their treason and surrender. If they do so, the rebels will not be prosecuted for their crimes. She knows Rafael is close to the emperor and promises that the rebel army will be incorporated into the emperor's forces, and Rafael will be given a government position to lead them. If she wishes to return to Melromark, she can, and they will guarantee her safety and the safety of her village. She knows this is not a bad deal for her. Rafael replies that she came to this country to prove she has no intention of taking the emperor's position and to correct that misunderstanding. But she has seen many people suffering here in this country because of government decrees, which mean the people cannot even protect themselves. She saw that the magistrates oppress the people with huge taxes, and she also heard that the attack by the Orochi was due to the blessing being withheld by the emperor. The imperial army is fighting because they are angry with the government and will not be allowed to suffer anymore. After seeing them suffer, she said to herself that she wants to save everyone who is suffering. She then apologizes because she must refuse this offer. Obeying the government will only lead to more suffering for the people. Sheldina answers that she did not realize the depth of her feelings for the people. Therefore, she has another offer to make. They will withdraw their forces from the old capital. If they do that, they will not have to lay down their arms. It will be a temporary truce. Rafael is shocked that they would give them the old capital and offer a truce. Sheldina continues, saying that if she agrees, she will ensure that Rafael gets a chance to meet Emperor Rothmilla. They do not want to see the people suffer from this war any more than this. Rafael begins to trust her. Sheldina tells her that she will keep her promise if she agrees to her terms. Rafael agrees to this offer. Sheldina thanks her very much for that, then tells her that as soon as things are ready, she will send a message regarding the upcoming conference and that they should be waiting. Rafael then bids her farewell to return to Naofumi and the others, but before she leaves, Sheldina stops her and tells her that if the peace talks become impossible, she would like to ask a favor of her. After that meeting with the water dragon Miko, the government forces leave the old capital and the new empress's supporters are welcomed in the city. When they heard about this bloodless surrender, the members of the Revolutionary Army became suspicious, but in the end, Rafael was able to convince them. At night, Rafael meets with Naofumi and Sedina. Sedina says she is shocked by their offer of peace talks. She thinks the water dragon Miko is acting on her own. Rafael cuts her off and tells her that she believes this is nothing but an indication that things are bad within the government army. She then remembers her words with Sheldina when she told her that if peace talks become impossible, she wants to ask something of her. If the rebel army wins, the defeated government leaders will be executed without a doubt. When that happens, she wants her to seize the throne from Emperor Rothmilla. It's clear the battle is not in their favor, and it won't be long until the rebels win. The emperor wants the people to be happy and the war to stop. She then begs her to do it. Rafael finishes her story to Naofumi and Sedina, saying she doesn't know how things will go when she meets the emperor, but she will become the new empress. She apologizes to Naofumi for deciding all of this without asking him. Naofumi tells her he will always support her as long as this is her decision. Both Itsuki and Rishio will arrive in the old capital tomorrow. Then they will hold her coronation ceremony, along with a ceremony to grant her a blessing, so she will have the same influence as the emperor. The next morning, Naofumi and his group go with Releva and his men to the Holy Lands. There, they find the dragon hourglass. When they look at the stones there, they find words written on them, in the hero's language. When Naofumi places his hand on them, they understand that this language tells of how to make their weapons stronger. It is the second method to enhance the vassal weapons. It will enhance power through trust and gaining trust. Then, Naofumi says he realizes that when they cooperated with the vassal wielders, he felt greater power, and when Motoyasu, Itsuki, and Ren were separated and couldn't believe in anyone, they seemed weaker. This is the reason. After that, Naofumi places his hand on the third method to enhance the vassal weapons and finds it is a spell to strengthen energy. It permanently extracts energy from the heroes' bodies to grant them a constant level of power. But this power can also be harnessed to unleash surprisingly strong skills. Something strange happens to Itsuki, and they understand that he can use Hengen Muso too. Itsuki says that experience points can be used for magic, attacks, and skills, and just concentrating on it seems to drain him. After that, one of them speaks, saying everything is ready for the coronation. Indeed, the coronation ceremony begins, with Raphtalia standing to be crowned. In that moment, everyone sees that Raphtalia has begun to look very beautiful. After Raphtalia's coronation, everyone rejoices because she possesses the required power to become an empress. A new emperor has been born. Then Naofumi talks to Raphtalia, asking her how she feels after receiving the blessing. Raphtalia tells him it doesn't seem real, but it seems to have left an effect. She gives Naofumi a soothing blessing, telling him, "I must do this for Itsuki and the others as well." Naofumi replies, "Yes, we found stones with the hero's language written on them. We need to bring Ren here via the Dragon Hourglass. We might learn something new. We will return to Melromark for now." After that, Naofumi learns from these people that the city of Kyutenlo will forge equipment for the final battle. The monsters are growing, which makes transporting things easier. They ask the blacksmith to make weapons and accessories that are easy to use in preparation for the battle against the Phoenix. Then Naofumi says, "It seems no one is attacking the village. I can probably send more people there. We will go at once." After returning to Kyutenlo, Naofumi took the people they brought on an introductory tour. He asked Rat and Windia to investigate the ecosystem of Kyutenlo. He took Eclair's uncle and Ren to Motoyasu. He also took Ren to see the stones in the Holy Lands, but they didn't learn anything. He says, "I need to open an experience range so it was new. It would be good for him. We can bring Motoyasu as well." Then, the other leaders in the countryside heard of the liberation of the old capital and stood up to join them. This man then speaks, saying, "We will destroy the government army for you." Raphtalia is surprised and says, "I must tell you something. My goal is to end the people's suffering at the hands of the government, not to destroy everyone. I want to make this kingdom a wonderful place for everyone to live in. But if we have to sacrifice someone to achieve that, how are we different from the current government? I want you to help me find a way to fix things without bloodshed." After that, we see a girl screaming at Shieldina, saying, "I ordered you to protect the old capital. How dare you abandon your post? Then you speak of peace talks with the rebels. What's wrong with you? You are a huge failure. I was foolish to accept any oracles, but at least the previous Miko did as she was told." Then the Empress comes and speaks to her. "Surely you don't want the war to reach the people." Shieldina says she wants to talk with her. The Orochi attack at the port. "It's true that the cause of it was your blessing. The people are starving and can't even protect themselves from monsters. I do not doubt your judgment, but right now, the people need a path to peace," the other girl said. "I will not allow you to speak further in front of the Empress. You are nothing but a traitor to the orders I gave you. You would receive the death penalty in most circumstances, but I need you to reconsider your long history as the Water Dragon Miko. I will let the Emperor decide your fate." Then she orders her, "Stop the rebels at the capital, even if it costs you your life." In the early morning, the children are playing. Naofumi says to Raphtalia, "It's been 3 days since the Water Dragon Miko went to the capital and there has been no news." Sadina says, "But don't we think the government army has retreated a little?" Naofumi agrees with her, saying, "Yes, there are small skirmishes all over the country. We have Full, Atla, Itsuki, and Ren. We can neutralize the enemy's barriers with Raphtalia's blessings, which are more than enough." Raphtalia says, "I hope the meeting with the Emperor goes well." Then Sadina tells them that things will be fine. "I am sure the Emperor will understand your feelings." Then, a soldier comes running to them, telling them to go to the capital. After that, everyone gathers, and the man says, "Our spies in the capital have delivered a report. The government army is massing in the capital. Dozens have already arrived and are preparing to attack." Naofumi says, "What happened? Wasn't the Water Dragon Miko going to stop the war?" The soldier informs him, "They handed over the old capital to make us relax our defenses and gather their forces. We must attack and destroy the capital." Then, Sadina says that the Water Dragon Miko does not control the entire army. It's possible someone is behind this. The Emperor or Makina? Then the soldier speaks again, saying that Raphtalia made a promise with the Water Dragon Miko, but they broke that promise. "We will attack too." Then another soldier comes, wanting to tell them something urgent. The Water Dragon Miko has come alone to the capital's checkpoint. This is how today's episode of this anime ends. Wait for me in the coming episodes. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell icon so you get everything that is new.